Join your hands together and join me in the sacred ceremony of not caring as I put my hand on my hip. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, we woke up Theory, Praxis' sister, and reunited the two of them. And after much convincing and some fighting, it was complicated, we baked cookies together. It was such a wonderful activity that at least one of us got enjoyment out of. This time, we gotta go around the city for the Harvest Festival, deliver all the cookies to all the good little boys and girls. And this will be spoken of in many legends of Harvest Festivals yet to come. Welzamin cookie for you? If don't want, that's okay. Tora, eat instead. You give me a Welzamin cookie? Score! Jix! Never talked to you. I need Finn. No, Nim. And she's away on a Merc mission, so I guess we're not seeing that. Gosh, now I'm just thinking about how much Finn got cheated out of being like a really important Star Wars character, because I absolutely loved him in The Force Awakens, and I was so sad that he just didn't really do much, but it's a topic for another day. I'm not really here to debate that. Oh! I haven't eaten a proper meal in 4 whole days. Surely you can spare a little grub for poor old me? I'm sorry. We worked hard to get our hands on these rations ourselves. I can't just hand them over. What did you say? That does it. I'm taking them by force. Trying to assault some unarmed woman? Have you no shame? What? Who are you guys? You're bothering these people. If you leave quietly, we won't hurt you. What do you know about my troubles? Don't talk like you're oh so superior. Step back, you two. This won't take long. Oh, Praxis looks happy to do this. She's like bobbing up and down. See what I mean when I said that we weren't nearly done here? Yeah, it's branching out into other quests now. There's a lot to this. Torst driver. More like worst driver. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it was so clever. Yeah, I changed one letter of his name and I altered the meaning of it. Yeah, you see what I did? So Theory. Her level 1 special comes out really quick and is great for some blade combo if you just really want to lay down an ice effect for whatever reason. But her level 2 special, which is the only one we hadn't seen, physical forehead attack, increased damage dealt to enemies targeting the user. So basically her level 3 is really strong, free aggro grab, her level 1 comes out really quick, and then her level 2 is just nice damage if the enemy is already targeting you and you don't need the aggro grab. No need for worry. Everything's sorted out. Thanks for taking care of that scary man. So the thing is, you've got a Welzamin cookie for me too? Wow, thanks. I'll have it with my, oh, she means cut it out. I was like, wait, did they misspell that? Cause like, I thought she meant have as in having something. Yeah, you understand, H-A-V, yeah. It was hard to put that into words when I hadn't really thought about it before. Well, that completes that.
Pleased to meet you. The wind is
This one was difficult for me. I had to go to the entertainment district, jump down onto these scaffoldings, and then fly all the way up here. You're gonna scream for an adult right now, aren't you? This is your house? Well, hey! Your Welzamin cookies also look very yummy. Thank you. I read Wahey as Wayhey for years. I didn't play Banjo-Kazooie as a kid, and I always saw people referencing that on the internet, but I'm like, what's Wayhey? Is that like a surfer thing or something? That's really what I thought. This cookie's got a weird face. Is this what common kids eat? Do you think it'll have any effect on my palate? So another thing of something I didn't know for an embarrassingly long time. I didn't know about using staple foods to cleanse your palate until I was 27 years old. So I grew up kind of poor. We always just kind of ate whatever we had laying around. And I'd always heard about cleansing your palate, but I thought that was just snooty rich people talk that didn't actually mean anything. You can see how I kind of thought that when I didn't know what it meant. But yeah, I didn't do that until I was in my late 20s. I would eat all of one thing first, and then I would eat all of another thing second. I'd usually eat all my fries first because otherwise I wouldn't finish them, and I thought that was the better way to go. I'm talking about all this and you're worried that something happened to your brother. We will handle this task without fail. Really? I'd be so grateful. Here, snack on this cookie while I'm gone. Really know the time to pick these topics. So we have to go search for Sean in the land of the beaten? Wow, you might might as well say that he's missing in the children's graveyard or something. Okay, so to do this one, we gotta go up this way. And then we have to go down near the, go down into the water. So, as we're doing this, basically, Theory's got some good specials. They come out really quick, you don't really have to worry all that much with them. They're all very strong. That is if you're using them for their standard purpose. I went into the wrong water.
Off we go.
So really strong specials. Level 1 comes out quick, does pretty good damage. Level 2, also some pretty good damage. Level 3 grabs the enemy's attention. Level 4 is also really strong. That is if you're using them for just standard use. They have pretty good effects for what they are, and it's nice to have aggro with Theory. The fact that she does good damage, especially with her specials, is a definite plus. But not quite all is sunshine and rainbows for her, and I'm not just talking about her very cold personality. The thing about Theory that's kind of weak is that I've done this wrong twice now. Okay, doing it right this time!
Evening is upon us, it
No!
Resting when tired is the only way.
You know why they call it the land of the beaten? Because it's beaten me twice now. So the thing about Theory that is not that strong, we haven't been here before, is that her specials aren't that good in chain attacks. They are pretty low hit count, and while they are strong low hit moves, they're not gonna get multiplied by a lot, by the damage multiplier a whole much if they're not gonna be hitting a ton of times. When you get up into the higher levels, you'll kind of notice a fall off there. And the fact that she needs to have the aggro in the first place to be able to do damage. She needs to get going, basically. Once she gets going, she's a beast. If you can get her the aggro, she's awesome. But if you can't get that aggro, her damage is pretty lacking. I think these are reasonable downsides. You're not gonna have trouble doing these things most of the time, and she is a very good blade on somebody like Morag especially. Regardless of who her driver is, Chroma Katanas are guaranteed to have a perfect evasion art, and those are excellent. She's a good blade. Not Bun to Balloon, whoa! Not what I thought I'd see. Before we help out old Shawnee there, I've been sitting on some core crystals. We're done.
I'm jealous.
No, we're not.
Friends return.
Nothing will let me save this child. Not even myself.
I'll be a one-blade army soon enough.
I hope to lend you strength.
Are you Sean? Yeah, that's me. Who are you guys? Those trees. Sorry, kid. I can't focus on you at all, no matter how hard I try. Jolene asked us to look for you or something. Really? I came here to find a crystal camellia to show Jolene. But then I got chased by monsters and I couldn't find my way back. Don't worry, we'll take you back to the city. Okay. It's like you're a big sister now too, Theory. I didn't mean to be like... Anyway, let's head back. Sure. Aw, I bet you're blushing. Jemmy! Oh, you're not the same girl I talked to. She started with a J and she was standing right here. I'm sorry. A nasty janky stole my favorite treasure from me. Without my treasure, I didn't feel like eating anything. We will handle this task without fail. Thanks. I think Janky was heading up towards the Laskas Gap. Boys and bullies. What a strange chain of quests that we have had. It was right here on the, yeah, like, they both have J names, they both end in E, they're standing right next to each other. It's like you wanted to confuse us. Thanks to you guys, Sean made it back safe and sound. I have dissed on these two children so much this entire time. I'm so sorry for the shoddy job I did bringing this guy back. So, do you still have any of those Welseman cookies? Indeed. Thanks, I'll eat it together with Sean. We didn't even have the decency to each give them their own cookie. We made them share. We are the worst heroes ever. So what we're doing again, we were helping Janky somewhere near Laskas Gap in Uriah. Yeah, Jolene and Jammy, that's really similar.
We're here.
So, shall we?
Back at the Stonegate Ruins, a place that surprisingly a fair number of quests take us to. We gotta go to those quarry ruins. What do you think you're gonna do against all these guys, kid? You're Janky, right? Give back the treasure that you stole from Jammy. What's your problem, old lady? Old lady? Don't you pay him any mind, he's only a brat. Shut up, you big creep. I hope all your hair falls out. Ooh, it's already gray, Zeke. Why, you little, who do you think you're calling a creep? Oh, you're so in for it now. Anyway, stealing from people is bad. Do you want to be a common thief? Shut up. If you're really not gonna give it back, you leave me no choice. I will be forced to unleash my Eye of Shining Justice! Say what? Eye of Shining what? If I remove this eye patch, my divine eye will seek out any bad little boys and steal them away, never to return. Ah! As if I'm gonna believe a ridiculous lie like that. If you're so sure I'm lying, shall we find out? You may not live to regret it. All right, fine, I'll give them back. You satisfied? Now don't go stealing from other people anymore, do you hear? I hope she's getting up close into his face with her fingers on her eye patch. I like pinching the thing, it'd be really cool. The Eye of Shining Justice always knows where to find you. All right, already, I won't steal stuff, I promise. Damn, your Eye of Shining Justice is even cooler than mine. I love that so much. Some people like putting Theory and Praxis on Zeke, so you got Team Eye Patch going, and I think that is kind of cool. You definitely can make Praxis work on Zeke, even if his arts aren't really that great, but they're just such good fits on Morag that I really don't see any reason not to go for that, especially Theory. Theory feels like it'd be wasteful to give to anyone else.
We're here.
So, shall we?
Here you are. I could never forget you. Ah, it's my treasure, thank you. Now I might have the appetite for one of those Welsaman cookies. Thanks so much, really. We had to pay him to accept it. Boys and Bullies is complete. Completing these at a record pace. I'm making up for lost time. We didn't complete a quest last time, now we're completing 3 of them in one video. Soon to be 4, actually, with this overarching quest. Is there, what? This is something I don't like. If you set another quest as active, you have to go back in and set this one as active again, otherwise it doesn't work. The other ones are in Fonsamine Port. Perfect. Just where I want to be at nighttime. Reese. Beautiful name. Here, have a Welsaman cookie. Theory and Praxis made them. You're giving me a Welsaman cookie? Mmm, smells nice, thanks. Hey kid. Hey kid. Every time you knock on a door and they know who it is, they just say, come in. It's like a weird catharsis making fun of other people's names because people made fun of mine so much growing up. I really shouldn't. I'm about to go home for dinner. You're so boring. What the? Wow, she actually did run off to go to dinner. Fine. I hope it's broccoli. Hello. All here to greet us. Gang's all here.
Atta girl. Huh?
The smile.
Good to know it's in working order. I was smiling?
It's like you got really into it there and a smile just crept over your face, all natural-like.
Hey, Theory. Why don't you go check on Praxis?
No, I'm good right now.
Come on. You've both been putting your noses to the grindstone. Go celebrate together.
I didn't really do anything. It was all thanks to Praxis. She just doesn't give up. And it's got all the townfolk smiling.
Nah. It's thanks to both of you.
It's like he says. I think Praxis doesn't give up because of you, Theory. It's thanks to that synergy that exists between you that the townsfolk are smiling. Siblings have a duty to look out for each other and amplify each other. This is what's happening here.
So, the two of us...
Theory! Come over here! Let's all enjoy ourselves!
Let's go.
Okay. I guess I'll have to. My sister gets a bit lonely if I leave her alone for too long.
Hey, what are you saying? I can manage by myself. Hang on. Did you just call me sister?
I didn't.
You great big liar!
I didn't.
Hey, come on. You know we're about to start.
Yeah, quick, quick!
Hey, call me sister again!
I don't know what you mean.
Through and through, all three parts of this storyline have been top-notch. Theory and Praxis are great characters. They're fan favorites for a reason. I love them too. And the fact that they're a duo and they get multiple quest lines to develop, I think that makes them stand out a lot.
This sounds fun!
Each day, I'm a little better. I'll protect you to the maximum of my ability.
And now we can go another step further. In Gormott, there is a heart-to-heart, sisterly love. Now I have to say, Theory is a character that I like, but I'm not usually one to get bothered by this sort of thing, but she does have a character design that bothers me a bit. Okay, so the thing about her that bothers me so much is they have these slits in her pants so that you can see her butt cheeks.
Where's
And
he
they
now?
feature it really prominently in her artwork, and I'm just gonna give you the greatest life advice I can give you. No one needs to see a 12-year-old's ass. You know, if you're, clearly mature and meant to be, an older character, I guess I can see it though, but yeah, this does kind of bother me a bit. I don't think that it makes her a bad character, I just kind of wish that, and Theory is also a character who changed a fair bit during development. If you can believe it, they were once going to show her whole ass and barely cover her crotch. Thankfully, they had the sense to just not. I'm sorry, that does bother me a little bit because she is clearly meant to be younger than Praxis. She does look very young. Maturity, she's kind of in that angsty preteen age and everything. I think that they clearly intend for her to be a much younger character than what we're used to. So, yeah, I'm gonna call that one out. In fact, that artwork wasn't even included in the English release of the art book for this game. It was only in the Japanese version, one of the few pieces of artwork related to Blades that they cut out.
Hey, come on, Theory, this way!
Don't rush me, sis. The scenery isn't going anywhere.
Don't be silly. What if we miss some kind of amazing moment? Come on, get moving!
Praxis seems quite excited.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's getting a bit carried away, if you ask me. Honestly, I wish she'd calm down a bit.
So you say, but it seems to me that you're enjoying yourself quite a bit too.
Do you think so? I suppose you might be right. I've got to spend plenty of time with Praxis lately. That's always good. I really like being with her.
You've come to understand each other.
You think so? Sometimes I'm not sure. I still don't feel like I know everything about her. And I'm sure she doesn't always get everything about me. But she said something once. She told me, we may not have any memories, but it's no use worrying about what we don't have. If we know nothing about each other's pasts, that just means we have a clean slate for the future. Every moment we spend together now is a new memory for us to share.
I see. Perhaps that attitude is why Praxis is such a lovely person.
Exactly. And that's why the time I spend with her is so special to me. And at the same time, my driver is important to me too. I couldn't be more grateful to you for bringing us back together.
Hey, Theory, what are you up to? Quit getting all cozy with your driver and get over here already!
Cozy? What's that supposed to mean?
Come on, over here, look, quickly!
Hey, you too. Let's check it out. This is going to be a memory for all three of us to treasure.
It's as if you're real sisters.
You think so? It's hard for me to tell, personally. It's just, well, you know how she's constantly acting before she thinks? I'm always so nervous for her. I can't leave her alone for a moment. Yet somehow, I don't feel like that's a bad thing. It's always kind of fun to be around her.
I suppose you must always be thinking about each other. Her as well as you.
I guess you're right. Maybe that's what being sisters is about. But Praxis is the older one, yet it's me who seems to be worrying about her.
True enough. But I suppose that's all part of Praxis's charm.
Hey, Theory, what are you up to? Quit getting all cozy with your driver and get over here already!
Cozy? What's that supposed to mean?
Come on, over here, look, quickly!
Hey, you too. Let's check it out. This is going to be a memory for all three of us to treasure.
That's a great conclusion, showing the way that she cares. It doesn't feel forced or anything, just the fact that she's worried about Praxis, and she is kind of not the best at showing it. I like that.
Each day, I'm a little better.
She comes off as being a little too cool for Praxis. Oh yeah, I never actually showed her skills. She has Nopon Wisdom, which is not what you would expect at all when you first know her, but she does have a more fun side to her, I guess. She has Focus, useful for a lot of things, but you probably have that already well covered with Pyra and Mithra, and Ice Mastery, because of course. Her field skills aren't particularly anything all that special, but Nopon Wisdom can be good for a few chests and for certain quests. The others you should have absolutely fine, and she can't even get Ice Mastery up to level 5. As a slight bonus, I decided to check our affinity charts, and Rex is ready to fill his up completely. What happens when you fill up a driver's affinity chart?
Nice one!
You get a free overdrive protocol. Yeah, Rex is kind of a living overdrive protocol, so he's gonna be the last person to get any use out of that. Sorry, bud. And that is everything dealing with Praxis and Theory. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we look toward the future and back toward Uriah, where we're going to get to know yet another one of our blades better. See you guys then!